Hi guys, Monarch Oracle here. It is Monday, July the 4th, 2022. Woohoo! 4th of July. I thought I would start with just showing you the view from my porch. Miss Luna, you can't really see her, but she's underneath a wicker chair, kind of sunning herself and sleeping and resting and recuperating as best she can. So, we had a terrible hailstorm last night. Um, I know other parts of the country have hailstorms, but it's very unusual in Southern Oregon to have one. And the hail came out about the size of a gumball and completely blanketed um, the area right outside my door and kind of flooded my porch area. There was just like so much water, so much rain that just pounded down like in a 5 minute period. It was really quite dramatic. I had all my windows open because right before then, the um, the air pressure drops, right, and so it got really cool and really nice, and then bam. I knew there was a thunderstorm coming, but I thought it wasn't going to really make it to the lower elevations. I knew it was going to happen up in the mountains. Anyway, enough said. It's all melted. I spent all morning uh, with a broom sweeping the porch, making sure that the plants were surviving. It's all good now. But okay, so I'm going to adjust the camera. You got to bear with me. Kind of a newbie to all of this. There we go. All right. So today I'm using the Fairy Lenormand deck because I haven't used it in a while. So I thought I would use it for today. Let's see if I can do this a little better. Bear with me. I usually have the angle set up, but I didn't because I wanted to show you the garden. And yes, that's my laptop, and this is a webcam with a tripod. So that is why you see the laptop, because otherwise the built-in camera I would have to hold up every card and it's just not so convenient. So let me move the laptop back a little bit. And yes, this is my platform. It's my Orgain plant protein shake. It's the perfect size box and the perfect elevation. But okay, here we go. So I want you to close your eyes and clear your mind, please. And once you do that, I want you to think of a topic or a question that you would like answered for today. And then once you do that, go ahead and open up your eyes and choose one of the three piles. We have an onyx, we have a seashell, and then we have a piece of jade, raw jade. Okay, so once you have chosen your piles, let's get started. You can always pause this video until you've decided which pile you like. But here we go. So for pile number one, I got this I got this reading a few days ago. So we have the bouquet, which is an amazing card. It's about a gift, some sort of a really positive, beautiful gift that you're being given. Think of someone who comes in with a bouquet of flowers. I mean, that's the energy. And then we have the coffin, which in Lenormand, it doesn't necessarily mean death. It usually means sickness. If this is a health question, it is someone who is ill. Like Luna got this card. That's kind of how I knew how serious her illness was. It can also mean the end of a relationship, an end of a contract, an end of a situation. But it's very interesting because the bouquet comes first and then the coffin. So I would take this to mean that whatever is ending, it's a good thing. It's actually a gift that it's ending. That it's not to be looked at as a negative thing. That this was actually, I keep hearing, this was a gift to you. This ending was a gift to you so that you could move on to something better. Very powerful message, pile 1. All right, let's move on to pile 2. If you chose the seashell, you have the dog and the stars. And so the dog is about loyalty. Think of your relationship with canines. They're very loyal friends. They're always there for you. It's about needing and being needed. I looked at the book, which is true because dogs are very loyal to their guardians. They're very needy because they really have given up all control and power over themselves to their guardian, so they really depend on their guardian to take care of their needs. And when that doesn't happen, after that agreement is made between the dog and the guardian, then the dog feels absolutely abandoned and betrayed. So this is all about that type of relationship. The book actually says codependency, but it doesn't have to be a codependent relationship. It can just be one that is very intertwined. The two parties are very intertwined. This card, the stars, is about great brilliance, but it is also a beginning and an ending kind of card. It's about finding your way, finding your direction. So putting the two cards together, I would say that in this relationship, whether it is, an actual relationship with a animal spirit, an animal friend, or interpersonal human-to-human relationship of some sort, it is all about loyalty, and it's all about finding out what the truth is in that relationship, getting illumination and insight from the stars so that you can make decisions in regards to this relationship. Maybe you're not getting what you really need in this relationship and you've given up a lot to be in the relationship, so maybe it's time to move on. Or maybe you're the one who hasn't given enough to the relationship and you need to give more to your partner. Again, it can be a romantic partner, it can be business, it can be family, it can be any of the above. It can be your animal companion as well. Okay, pile 2, something to ponder. A lot of possibilities there. And now for the jade pile, pile 3, we have Crossroads and Mountain. My Lenormand deck has been shuffled many, many times. It is not in sequential order anymore. Hasn't been for a really long time. So I find it really interesting that pile 1 and this pile have sequential cards. So I would think that would be significant. So the 22 card is the crossroads. A decision needs to be made in some way. And it's not necessarily that there's a good decision and a bad decision. It's just a direction. It's the fork in the road. So which road do you take? Do you take the road to the right? Do you take the road to the left? They both have pros and cons to them. So it is not an easy decision. But that is where you're at. A choice needs to be made. And perhaps you've been procrastinating on this choice for a while because this kind of a choice is a hard one to make and you don't want to regret your choice. So it would be one that you would take your time making. But the second card is telling you, which is the mountain, it's telling me that there's some sort of an obstacle. And see how this is also a path? The fairy is on a path here, the fairy is on a path there. So maybe there's something that is keeping you from making this very important decision. And what I'm getting is the problem is you. The problem is maybe your stubbornness, your obstinance, having to, I don't want to make a decision unless I know that decision is right. I'm not going to move forward with this decision until I'm guaranteed that whichever decision I make, it's going to be the right one and I'm going to get exactly what I want. That's not happening. And so that may be the block in making the decision. I actually have a family member that is very much like this. He's a Taurus, so say no more if you know anything about astrology. And so for him, he procrastinates in making decisions because he doesn't want to be wrong. And so he goes into analysis paralysis about it and ends up making matters worse because he needed to make a decision like months ago, and by the time he's ready to move forward, he loses his options. So don't be that person. Okay, so wow. Pile 2, pile 3, you have a lot to think about. Pile 1, things are already in motion. So interesting read for July 4th. Please thumbs up if you like my videos. Subscribe if you like my videos. Feel free to comment on my videos. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.